On their way, they all hear a single gunshot while the others sleep for the night. Thomas notices a civilization in the distance. A massive lightning storm develops as the group continues to move. Bolts that are extremely strong strike Miho. They all take Miho inside a building to be safe from storm, but as he is not hurt by lightning, he opens his eyes and they see lots of cranks chained up there. Brenda, who lives there with a group of survivors, comes out of the shadows. She directs the gliders towards her mentor and surrogate father Jorge. He observes the tattoos on the backs of the gliders' necks and realizes they come from a WCKD facility and are valuable. Jorge asks from Thomas and his friend what they know about the right arm. A group of WCKD mercenaries commanded by Jansen quickly attacks the location. Brenda saved the group from a man by shooting him in the back and tell them to come with him. In the meantime, Jorge plays a song. The scene changes as Brenda brings the group to Jorge. He showed them the way to leave. As they leave, Thomas and Brenda get separates from others somehow that triggers some explosives as the song ends. The building falls, killing the mercenaries. Thomas and Brenda are being followed by cranks as they make their way to an exit. They run outside and enter a destroyed structure. Brenda trips and almost hits the window. A crank emerges and attacks her, but Thomas breaks the glass and causes the crank to fall out while he pulls Brenda. Then she says, "Let's find Marcus." The two stumble across a type of nightclub managed by Marcus, another survivor. He provides Thomas and Brenda with a drink so they can get into the party mood, but he keeps his identity a secret. He knows something about the right arm. Thomas trips out a bit, and Brenda approaches him. Thomas just sees himself kissing Teresa as they lean in for a kiss. Brenda is upset when he informs her she is not Teresa. Thomas awakens after having bizarre visions to find Teresa and Miho seated next to him. He and Brenda are back with Jorge and the gliders, and Thomas discovers Jorge punching Marcus in the face. Marcus informs the gang where they may find the right arm after Jorge kicks him in the chair and points the gun at him. The group takes Marcus's automobile and passes a mountainside full with abandoned vehicles. When they get near the abandoned car, bullets are fired in their direction. Thomas receives a device from Jorge to use as a decoy, but Harriet and Sonia, two female snipers, corner them. They recognize Eris and determine that they are not in danger from the gang. The women lead their group to the right arm's remaining members, including their commander Vince. Brenda collapses, as she's been bitten by a crank, but her infection hasn't spread as quickly as with Winston. Vince is about to shoot her when he is stopped by a former WCKD scientist named Mary Cooper. She explains that Thomas provided information on all of WCKD's actions as an informant. Brenda receives an enzyme injection to prevent the illness from spreading. Thomas is sitting beside Brenda's bedside. She mentions losing her brother to the flare.as he thinks on the boy's sacrifice. Thomas takes out the little totem that Chuck had given to him. Thomas speaks with Teresa that evening. She claims that after seeing her mother suffer from the flare, she was determined not to give up on the remaining sick, which is why she has been working for WCKD all along. Helicopters from WCKD can be seen flying towards the mountains after Teresa contacted to inform them of their location. Thomas rushes to warn everyone, but as soon as he does, the helicopters begin launching missiles into the crowd. As they arrive, the mercenaries begin to attack people. Thomas departs Jorge and Brenda in order to protect his friends. Ava and Jansen step out, confirming that Teresa has been with WCKD from the beginning. Jansen shoots and kills Mary. Thomas is thinking of pressing a detonator until Jorge arrives in a truck. Thomas attacks a squad of mercenaries with Jorge's explosives, sparking a struggle between WCKD mercs and the right arm. Jansen nearly murders Thomas when Brenda shoots him in the shoulder. Miho is hit with a stun gun and captured by the mercs. As Thomas watches the craft take off, Ava, Teresa, and Jansen escape with Miho. The surviving appear to have given up hope in the morning. Thomas gathers what he can carry and decides he's going back to infiltrate WCKD, rescue Miho, and kill Ava. Although Vince believes he's insane, Harriet says that she wouldn't mind some vengeance as they prepare to take down WCKD. Everyone is looking to Thomas.